Hello y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Ri'LL KinG and this is it, y'all. Alright, check it out. Okay, so first off, y'all, I apologize for my absence. I missed 2 days, and I will go ahead and explain it real quick. So as you guys know, I have started a new job, warehouse job, much different than my last job when I was working fast food. And so last week was my second week on my job. And so as I learned, it was much different than my first week. So um, we had a busier week, had a lot of stuff going on. And so we were kind of we're kind of short-handed in the warehouse. And so we needed all hands on deck. So one person was pulling tickets and two other people was needed to put away stock that was coming in. We had a whole warehouse full of boxes that had been delivered that needed to be put away. It needed to be, so basically week one, I was learning how to pull tickets, pick orders, and that kind of stuff. So there's two different kinds. So there's picking the tickets, which is the wording that they use. It kind of means the same thing. So there's a pick ticket with orders on it. That's basically pulling orders. So that's what I was doing. So a ticket comes in, the printer, see what it, what the order calls for. Then we go pick it, pull the order, place it where it needs to go. So I was doing that week one. Going into week two. Now week two, primarily, it was doing something else. So they're trying to train us new people. There's like two or three new people there. I'm the newest one, but training us how to do other things so we can, because as business picks up as we start to get in the springtime and summertime, as I'm being told, it gets very busy. Interesting thing about this job though is it's kind of seasonal. Kind of like working when I was working as a mover. What that means is, it doesn't mean that there's no business, but it means that the business really slows down during like the fall and the winter months. So it's really busier spring and summertime only, primarily. So like right now, we're kind of slow, steady, and that's about it. So a good time to train. So this week what I was doing was I was learning how to basically move items. So when certain items are coming in from the trucks, being delivered to us, they're on pallets, all mixed up, tons of pallets. And so one guy is, scanning everything, putting it in pending. Now pending means they're ready to be basically moved to a certain area, and out of all these shelves aisles that we have, we could put them basically anywhere. We're just filling in gaps, and putting them wherever we can. And so what we do is a process. So we have this tablet and a scanner, and we're corresponding to the tablet. So there's a process that we have to do, and it's scanning the box, scanning the barcode of the bin that it's going to be put in, and then scanning the item again. So that's kind of what we have to do. So there's some learning that you have to go through. So it's not as simple as that. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. You got to make sure, because the tablet that we're using and the scanner is connected via Bluetooth. So at any given time, let's say for instance, the tablet times out. It's like an iPad. If it times out, like it shuts down because of not being used or whatever, then the Bluetooth, the remote, also the scanner, kind of goes out. It'll make a little noise, so you have to push the button to activate it back up, or wake it, and then just slide your finger up the iPad to bring that back up. Now when that happens, you now have to wait till the Bluetooth icon pops up, because if you're scanning it, it's not scanning, because you got to wait till that Bluetooth icon is shown. That way you know it's now connected to Bluetooth. So you got to pay attention and you got to know what you're doing. And so I was doing that last week. Now, here's the thing. I'm not that big of a guy, first of all. I'm 6 foot 6'1", about 160 something pounds. I'm not that big, and I also have a injured knee. So now most of the people that work there are bigger than me. I think there's only one guy that's about my same size, and he's a young cat. But anyways, so I told these people, like, look, I can work. Like, don't worry about me. Like, I can do this. So the last 2 days of the week, which it should be that way, I was getting my butt handed to me, y'all. I really was. And here's what was going on. There's like these shelves are like 4 shelves high, and they're kind of like done in numbers. So like the very bottom of the, the entry level or the ground level of these shelves is like considered A, then the middle is B, then some of the aisles only go to C or D, excuse me. Now some of these aisles actually have E, the shorter ones and stuff like that. Like basically the compressors are going to be on, file or found in those kind of aisles because they're only like small boxes, so you can stack them too high or whatever. But mostly the other boxes are like regular size, boxes, kind of like rectangle boxes, and stuff like that. So they're kind of long or tall. So anyhow, the problem that I was running into was I had to do a lot of orders. Okay, there was one time where I was just pulling orders because other 2 people were helping put away stuff. So I'm pulling orders. And it's not that easy, especially when they're coming out like 5 at a time. And you're going back and forth across this big warehouse trying to find stuff, and you're brand new and you're still trying to learn. I've only been there at this point like 1.5 weeks. So I'm still trying to figure out where everything is at. The thing with this warehouse is things aren't always put in the same spot. Like, let's say, for instance, all the radiators go on this aisle. Well, sometimes, remember I was telling you about putting stuff away anywhere you go? Well, that's the thing. They're doing this big merge, the company. So we're going through changes and a lot of adjustments. And we're trying to get ready for fire inspection coming in. So there's a lot of stuff that eventually will be helpful for us and convenient, but right now it's not. And there's stuff all over the place. And so it just is confusing. So I was running into that, trying to find stuff, and it's this big warehouse, and stuff is not, there's areas that are blocked off, so you can't take the pallet jack through certain areas, or the carts can't go through certain areas. Certain aisles don't have ladders, so you got to go and try to find these big, huge ladders that got the wheels on them that you have to lift up and then pull. It's crazy. I'm doing all of that 1 deep. Most of these orders that I was pulling were on the very top. Okay, so what does that mean? I'm climbing up and down these ladders nonstop. Now, mind you, this is starting my day off doing this. And I'm riding a bike to work. Not all the way, but on top of the bike, the problem with the bike is that they don't have enough air in the tires, so I'm really pushing it. I understand that you would say, well, just put some air in the tires in. Not as easy as it sounds. What makes it not easy? Because there's no gas stations by my home. They're on the way to my home, but not by my home. They're away from my home. Nothing is in good distance. So what that makes me do is I'm too tired when I get off of work to do this. I'm just too tired. So I didn't do the air in my tires. And so as a result, my back tire is dang near flat, which means I'm not getting the speed I should be getting. I'm pedaling harder because my tire is flat. So I just thought right now, which is crazy, I could have just done this before I go into work because I actually have time before I go into work. I have like 20, 30 minutes or more. I could actually get off the bus at a bus stop and take the bus that is more frequent, is the one that gets me to my job, and actually I can put air in my tire that way. I didn't think about that crazily enough until just right now, so I'll do that tomorrow. But anyways, that was part of why my legs were sore. So now I'm climbing up these steps nonstop, first start in the morning, and I'm just like, dang, I'm tired. And my legs were just sore. So that was, but like again, that was towards the end of the week, which is normal. Also because of all of the boxes I'm carrying up. So that was the first week. Now the rest of the week I'm actually putting away stuff. I'm doing both, but there was on like Friday, yeah, all I was really doing was putting away. It was me and the old school guy. We were putting away all of this stuff, and we was both just like, it was tough. It was tough because most of the spaces were all on the top shelf, which meant you had to move this ladder, this steel tall ladder with wheels on it. And mind you, got to pick it up just to get the wheels to come down. Pick that up, move it this way because only the front wheels turn, the back wheels don't, and so you don't want to push it. You got to move it away from the boxes, the aisle, so you can scooch it. It's a mess. It was a mess. So all of that. Then the ladder isn't that wide, so some of these boxes, like I said, they're long and they're kind of wide. So for me, I'm trying to put this around my arm, and I'm trying to use good and careful, technique, whatever. And I'm just like, man, this is not this, and I'm starting to get hot and sweaty because heat rises. So it was crazy. I was very, very, very tired, very tired. So what happened on Thursday was this. I had a very similar mistake like I had a little while ago, where I tried to upload a video and it didn't work because I was having some kind of connectivity issues or something like that. I don't know, but it was not going through, and it was just like, what in the heck? Like, so it looked on my phone like it was still processing like the next morning. I was like, what? And then of course, being that I don't have no data on my phone, once I leave home where the Wi-Fi is, I have no data, so nothing's going. So I'm seeing that, and it looks like it had copied it. It was like making a double of my video because I didn't notice until I think late that day or the next day, which would have been Friday, that my video was already done and ready, but it had uploaded not too long ago, which is crazy. But the other video wasn't one I had seen, so it was like actually doing two of the same videos, which is weird, and I didn't know that. So I thought I was gonna have to just upload the video that I did on Thursday, but I didn't. And so it was too late. Okay, then Friday came. I was dead beat tired, you guys. I was sore, I was tired, and I had no energy. All I could do was come home and I showered and I literally went to bed. I was very, very, very tired. I think I went to bed at 8 o'clock, which was like shortly after I got home. I was beat. Okay, so what this means ultimately, and I kind of mentioned this in a roundabout way in a video or two before, being that this is a new job and I'm trying to figure out how it is. I'm going to need to definitely change up the amount of the frequency of my videos. It was fine for me to do it every day when I was doing the fast food place, but now that I'm doing warehouse work and just how tiring it is, I don't want to cheat you guys, but I don't believe I'm going to be able to keep doing videos every day. So what that means is I'm going to probably need to either do videos 3 times a week, or I'm going to need to figure out maybe do 2 times or once. So I'm going to figure that out, how I'm going to do that. And so, yeah, because it's bad, y'all. It is very, very bad. And I'm just completely dirty after work. So, you know, it's just, yeah, it's just, it wouldn't be good for me to do that. So I wanted to bring that to you guys because I felt bad for not making a video and anything like that on Friday. But I just wanted to be transparent with you guys, let you guys know what's going on. Unfortunately, with how, I mean, and I don't have much time. Once I get home, like, you know, I work until 4:30, but it's weird because it takes me about an hour and a half to get home because of the traffic and how busy it is when I get off of work. And so with everything that I have to do when I get home, because I'm so dirty that I have to take a pretty decent, shower. You know, not that I don't take good showers anyways, but I got to do it more because I'm very dirty, you know, from the warehouse. And so, getting home around 6:30, and then I got to shower, and then I have to eat. So all of that puts that at around like 8 o'clock. I don't have much time to do anything else, and there's other things that I need to do. So I don't want to just be slaving myself or anything like that. And I don't want to also be, you know, having to rush through my videos. And so I think I just need to come up with a better solution, something that's more, you know, that fits my new schedule a lot better, because yeah, I just don't want to be, you know, shortchanging anything. And so I'm thinking, man, so the only days that I absolutely cannot do my videos is going to be on my Shabbat, which is Saturday. Okay. Saturday days, I don't want to be making my videos at nighttime, because, you know, so that's why I didn't mention Saturday night. My Shabbat is from Friday evening or Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. So I can do it when I get home on Fridays, but Saturdays, it, you know, it really varies. It really varies. And so I like to do my videos earlier, and so that's why I don't want to do my Shabbats and anything like that. So like today, this is a perfect time for me to do my videos, and so I can either do everything all at once for right now. Now see, once I get my and I'm changing for right now, I'm changing my mind as far as my equipment. I'm gonna get the gimbal instead of the camera, because of some other things that I need to purchase. And so yeah, so I can kind of go into that. So yeah, so anyways, there are some things that has kind of changed since we last spoke. So let me go ahead and kind of get into that, because this is it, y'all. This is it. This is the video that you guys want to know, that you guys want to hear and see. So I'm going to bring it to you. So I have been doing some planning, and I've been trying to figure out things as far as, you know, me leaving and stuff like that. So I don't know what happened, man, but a lot has changed in the pricing. And so I looked at the app that I normally used, well, that I was using earlier this year to check out the flights to Brazil. And at the time, it was telling me I had up until, but maybe I misread it, but I thought I had up until like June. Maybe it was May. I thought I had up until May to book a ticket. But and the prices were like dumb cheap. They were like under $500, right? I'm like, dang, that's good right there. Well, that has drastically changed. Matter of fact, it's doubled. It's almost tripled. It's almost tripled. Now, this app tells you that, it tells you when these prices are expected to rise. So something changed from that, because the prices are very, very high. And so I did not see that. And so now they went from around $400 to they're over $1,200, up to $1,500. It changed a lot. I'm like, what? Oh man. So what that means is, and then other things changed because I got my first paycheck. So now I know how much my first paycheck is or was based off of what, but I had 2.5 hours of overtime, but now they cut that out. So they took a lot of taxes out. I was what? I grossed this, but this is all I got back. I was like, dang, man, that's crazy. Wow, it's crazy. So, being that all these price changes have happened, what that means is, one, I might have to push back my leave time to maybe a month. So instead of leaving in July, maybe August. And then I am changing, like I said, from the camera to, I'm going to get the gimbal instead, because the gimbal is like $150 and the camera that I was going to get is the combo pack is like over $600. Big difference. So I am trying to cut extra or unnecessary cost where I can. And so I'm gonna do that. I'll still be able to, and actually by doing that, I'll be able to, to be doing my videos on location a lot quicker. And so that's a big thing. And so I'm gonna be doing that. So I've already found the gimbal. I have it. It's on Amazon. I have it in my cart, and so I will be getting that pretty soon. So those are the two major changes on that level that I that I have done. And then the bike. I also have figured out my situation on my bike, and so I found a better bike that I want to get, and it's cheaper. And so I'm going to sell the bike that I have. I don't believe I'll be able to return it to Walmart. I don't think so. I'll see if the I don't know. I'll see if I can. If I can't, then I'll sell it. I'm not expecting to get much from it. It was a cheap bike anyways, so it's not a big deal. But I'm going to use whatever money that I get from that bike towards the purchase of my new bike. It's better quality. It's a bike that I will be taking with me to Brazil anyway, so it's a good investment. And it's something I really want. So I'm going to get that, and then that's really about it. So what I need to do next is I got to get my passport. That's going to be a task in itself. Why? Well, because the business hours. I got to go to the post office to do this. And I work the same hours as a post office. So I'm just like, dang, man. Like, it doesn't matter if I work overnights is a problem. If I work days now is a problem. It's like, gosh, it's crazy right now. But I'm going to make this happen, y'all. I'm going to do this. But I'm just bringing you guys this information because this is real. This is really how it's happening. This is really how it's happening, And I'm wearing this hat right now, y'all. Although the Houston Rockets or Astros didn't do anything spectacular, this is because the Houston Cougars won against my team, Duke. I know that sounds crazy. I'm from H-Town, but so I'm rooting for my home team like that. But Duke is my team. But you know, it was just a good win, and so I'm supporting the home team by wearing the H-Town champion hat, you know, type of thing. So, anyways, no big deal. So yeah. So with that being said, that's what's going on with that. And so I have also kind of readjusted my spending habits. So buying groceries, I've switched that up a little bit to where I'm not buying and spending so much weekly, getting stuff that I need by the week so I don't waste no food and everything like that. So what I did last week as far as what I bought for my food, it really worked. And so I figured I'm just going to do that again this week. So I went ahead and got my groceries, and they should be actually coming any moment now. They're getting delivered. And so did that. And so that's taking care of everything for the week, lunch stuff, breakfast, and dinner. So I'm good there. But yeah, so I'm just doing things to prepare myself and get myself ready to go. I'm going to be restarting taking my Portuguese learning courses as well. Maybe next week I'll start that. We'll see. What else? Oh, I'm going to be buying my knee brace for my knee as well. So things are working out. I'm doing a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm just very busy. I did not see this happening like this. So I do apologize again for missing out on my videos. But I'm trying. It's just in this transition with this new job. It's a little bit more challenging than I had expected. So again, bear with me. But yeah, I'm making things happen, and I'm very motivated. It's interesting to be making all these moves and, you know, to be planning stuff like this out, you know, but I'm making it happen, and I'm very serious, and I'm very motivated to do this. I'm keeping myself, you know, surrounded by positive energy and encouraging videos, YouTubers that are, you know, that are traveling abroad and stuff like that. So that keeps me motivated and keeps my mind, my eyes on the prize, you know, so to speak. So basically, y'all, that's what's been happening this past week. A lot. Weather changes here in Houston. We got a little cold front coming through. That's why I got the hoodie on and stuff like that, which is really nice. I'm not ready for the heat right now yet. I'm just not ready for that humidity. So I just want that. I like that. You know, the mild weather right now. I mean, it's sunny outside right now, but it's windy. I was gonna be going out, but it just is too windy outside, and I don't feel like fighting the wind riding my bike, so I'm not gonna do that. I did a lot of I did a lot of changes, mind changes, I guess you can say, but it was necessary, and so I'm happy about that. So all I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, my body's well rested. It doesn't ache or anything like that, so it's good. Get ready for tomorrow morning. I plan on just continuing to relax today. I'm gonna do some exercise for my knee to strengthen it and everything like that. And I'll probably check some websites out, you know, check out some things, some other prices, some other flight sites to check some prices of flights. I will, though, when I find something that's a good price, I will go ahead and put some money down to hold that, because some of these places, they give you that option. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so I can lock it in. But first thing first, I have to get that passport, because they say you should get that at least 3 months prior to you leaving. There's some other financial things that I have to take care of, and I was glad I was able to make enough money on my paycheck to take care of some of those things that I was delinquent on, because that's not good. Because when you leave one country to go to another one, I heard that you can't have any debt from the place that you came from, and so I do have a little bit of debt that I'm taking care of right now. So I don't want to be adding any more debt to my to what I already have by being careless with payments or anything like that. So I gotta take care of that. So I'm focused on all that kind of stuff as well. So anyways, y'all, that's basically what's been happening this past week. A lot's been going on, but nothing that I cannot handle and take care of. So yeah, but I'm gonna keep you guys posted on any changes to my schedule. I do not know if I will be doing a video tomorrow. I hate to say that. I just don't know what tomorrow is going to bring in. So what I'm going to be doing today as well is I'm going to be figuring out a schedule for my videos. Now this will be just temporarily. Once I get my gimbal, then it's you know, it won't be a big deal because I can have that with me. I can take it with me to work, and I can do videos either before I go to work or after, but it'll be with me, so I don't have to wait until I get home. So those videos, guys, will be a lot sooner. Those will be late afternoon, early evening, instead of like when I get home mid to late evening, which is what they've been. So just bear with me, be patient. I got things working. There'll be more improvements to my channel and to my videos. So I'm trying to get things sorted out and figured out and stuff like that. But I thank you guys very much for being patient and checking out the videos. I hope you guys have been enjoying my videos and have found value in the videos in my channel. If you have found any value in my videos, like the videos, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that way you guys are notified when I am posting my my videos, and spread the word, you know, tell people about my channel, and that just helps me grow, and I appreciate anything. If y'all have any comments, feel free to leave those. I have no problem. I enjoy engaging with my audience. But again, y'all, I appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out my video, checking out this channel. I'm Ri'LL King, and this is it, y'all. All right?